The post that broke cycling Twitter. On June 21st, 2025, the world changed. Not because of any geopolitical event, not because of a comet that was spotted near Earth, and not even because Matthew van der Poel finally opened his Strava to the public. We're still waiting for that. No, the world shifted because Tadej Pogačar uploaded an Instagram video. Now normally, Tadej's Instagram is a pleasant little scrapbook of cappuccinos, mountain views, a few pictures of his fiancée Urska, and occasionally Cannondale gravel ride, and of course, race wins, as usually casual posts as if he'd just gone for milk. But this time was different. This time it was a sponsored post, and this time it wasn't just a humble Slovenian smiling with a bottle of iced tea. Oh no, it was a shot across the bow, a full-on calculated grin, Sloveni-brain psychological missile. In a perfectly lit, corporate-sponsored, PR-sanitized but somehow sinister clip, Tadej faced the camera and said the following words without blinking. Quote, "These are my 3 tips on how to beat me on a climb. My first tip is to train consistently throughout the whole year. No excuses. That way there won't be any excuses like, oh, Tadej is faster than me. The second tip is to watch my races and look for weak spots and beat me on the climb." Let's just stop right there. Some people heard training advice, right? Others heard humble sportsmanship. But we, the professional over-analyzers of the pro cycling world, heard something much, much louder. We heard a message to Jonas Vingegaard, and not just a hello, but a psychological slap so loud that it echoed off the Col dalla Tourmalet, the world's most passive-aggressive advert. Let's be clear, this wasn't some low-budget tutorial filmed on a GoPro in a Slovenian cow pasture. This was a full-blown, multi-angle, HD, brand-approved content piece. Tadej, fresh-faced and sun-kissed, smiling like your childhood best friend, who also just happens to destroy your ego every July, stood against a neutral backdrop of alpine serenity, while the camera slowly zoomed into his dimples of doom. The sponsor was, as always, carefully chosen. While we can't name them, let's just say, they sell performance supplements so expensive that even Remco Evenepoel's dog needs a cosigner to afford them. These brand deals are part of a growing trend in Pogačar's digital empire. He's got deals with Carnago, naturally, Enverit, for all those endurance gels and taste spectacularly delicious that melted pool float. And he's also done lifestyle ads for Italian fashion houses because apparently he doesn't sweat, he glistens in cashmere. But in this particular video, the tone was different. Cheerful, sure. Friendly, of course. But listen closely and you'll hear something else. Mockery. The kind of mockery that's dressed up like a helpful tip but actually slices your soul open like a fresh scalpel on an Ineos nutrition table. Let's revisit it. Quote, "Train consistently throughout the whole year." Our translation. Jonas, maybe don't take 4 months off next time because of your collarbone, ribs, lungs, or fear of me. Quote, "No excuses." Our translation. Looking at you, Team Visma hospital ward. Quote, "That way, there won't be any excuses like, oh, Tadej is faster than me." Our translation. Yes, I know I'm faster, but thanks for the publicity. And then the final blow. Quote, "Watch my races and look for weak spots, and beat me on the climb." He even laughed after saying it, you know, the kind of laugh that says, "You won't find any." The kind of laugh that says, "I watch you break on Granon in 2022, Jonas." The kind of laugh that's sponsored by a €3.6 million Team UAE Emirates contract, and the smug knowledge that every time someone types how to beat Tadej, Google autocorrects to, you can't. Subliminal warfare, how Poggy plays the game. See, this isn't just about ad copy, this isn't just about something else, it's about psyops. Tadej Pogačar doesn't need to run his mouth. He lets Instagram algorithms do the smack talk. Every smiling post, every training tips, every cappuccino in Monaco is a soft blow to the ego of his rivals. He's not yelling across the Alps like Wout van Aert after a caffeine overdose. No, he's whispering into the ears of Vingegaard, Evenepoel and Ayuso with the subtlety of a Machiavellian monk. And this latest video was a masterstroke. Let's break it down. Audience, millions of casual fans who think he's the sweetest. Target, one man in Denmark with a neck brace and a nightmare flashback of stage 6 of the Dauphiné. Effect. Twitter, Reddit and WhatsApp GC messages are flooded with interpretations ranging from "he's just being helpful" to "Poggy is roasting Jonas for skipping spring training." Even Geraint Thomas had thoughts. When asked by GCN about the video, G said, quote, "Yeah, I saw it, pretty funny actually, though I reckon he was talking to someone in particular, maybe someone who's been off the bike for 4 months. Cough Jonas, cough. And let's be honest, Jonas Vingegaard isn't dumb. He's clinically Danish. He watched that video from a sterile hospital recovery room in Denmark, narrowed his eyes and probably ordered another altitude chamber out of sheer spite. A timeline of torment, Poggy's Instagram. Let's rewind. This video didn't come out of nowhere. Tadej has been building a carefully choreographed psychological drama through his Instagram account for years. Here's a brief timeline. April 2022 posts a picture of him riding a unicycle in La Ljubljana. Caption, quote, "balance is key." This was 4 days after Jonas said in an interview that, quote, "bike handling isn't Tadej's strong point." Coincidence? No. In July 2023, he posts a reel of him dropping his sunglasses mid-race, casually retrieving them and still finishing top 3. Caption, quote, "sometimes you need to drop something to pick up the win." Who dropped sunglasses that same week? Jonas. Who finished 4th? Jonas. February 2024, a scenic reel of snow-covered climbs with the caption, "training in the off-season makes the season easier." Jonas was, at that moment, on a beach in Tenerife recovering from, quote-unquote, burnout. Oof. And now this, June 2025, a friendly video teaching the world how to beat him. You know what's next, guys? He's going to post a video called "How to Win a Third Tour de France." And it'll just be 5 minutes of him tying his shoes, smiling, and looking directly into the camera, while Jonas Vingegaard's therapist take notes in the background. The final laugh belongs to Poggy. Probably. Let's be real, this isn't just a video, it's a psychological thesis. Pogačar has mastered the art of soft dominance. No chest thumping, no podium small talk, just algorithmically enhanced shade. And you have to give it to the man. He delivers these messages under the warm, cozy blanket of sponsorship content. It's like getting insulted in a TED Talk. Tadej's sponsors are probably thrilled. Not only did they get millions of views, but they also get to be the vessel through which he mentally dismantled a Tour de France winner. It's one thing to sell supplements. It's another thing to subliminally advertise the emotional unravelling of Jonas Vingegaard. Now, whether this is a tactic and it actually works remains to be seen. Maybe Jonas comes back from injury like a blonde Nordic phoenix, fueled by quiet rage and cold fish. Maybe he's been hiding in the shadows, waiting for Tadej to get cocky. Maybe that video is the exact kind of thing that'll light the Danish dynamite in the final week of the tour. But maybe, just maybe, Tadej already knows that maybe that's the point. Because in a sport where every watt, every gram and every wind tunnel session is optimized to the micrometer, the mental game is the last frontier. And on that front, Tadej Pogačar has already taken Jersey. Thanks for watching today's video. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing to stay up to date with all of the latest cycling news, cycling drama and cycling results. Leave a like on today's video to show your support, and as always, feel free to comment down below your opinions in the comment section.